So in this class, I will discuss about electrophilic reactions. So I'll give an introduction to the electrophilic reactions. So first, let us understand the meaning of electrophile. The meaning of electrophile. So electrophile can divide into two parts. So electro will be electron and phile will be loving. So which love the electrons, that we can call it as electrophile. So electrophile can be split into two. Electro meaning of electron and phile means loving, electron loving. So basically what happens is, we know that electron loving, so electrons are having negative charge. So this must have positive charge. So they are electron loving means they move towards the electron. So electron loving in the sense they move towards electron. So they move towards electron rich area. So because they move towards electron rich area, so what happens is this electrophile, so basically they are instead of using the word positive, I will write they are electron deficient. So they will be electron deficient. They will be electron deficient. So that's the second point. And the third point will be, so electrophiles are electron loving, meaning they move towards the electron rich area. Second, electrophiles are basically they are electron deficient. So electrophiles may be positive, they may be positive or neutral. They may be positive or neutral. So these are the three important things regarding electrophile. So electrophiles are electron loving, so they move towards the electron rich area. Basically they are electron deficient. They may be positive or neutral. So let us take some examples to understand these concepts. So for example, now when I speak about a simple H plus, so definitely we know that H plus is what? It has lost an electron. It is electron deficient. So hydrogen valency, we know that hydrogen valency is 1. So it has got 1 electron. It has lost its electron, so now it is H plus. So this H plus is electron deficient. It is electron deficient. So anything which is electron deficient, it may be positive or neutral, because here directly it is given positive, so they will act as electrophiles. So in general, electrophiles will be either positive or they will be neutral, but the important point must be they must be electron deficient. So because hydrogen is lost in case of H plus the electron, it is electron deficient. So H plus, so they move towards electron rich area. Suppose you take OH minus, because minus is there, it is electron rich. It is electron rich. H plus is electron deficient. So what happens? The H plus will move towards the OH minus, or they will react with each other to form the water molecule. So we can think of H plus moving towards the OH minus here. So next, let us see about neutral electrophiles. It will be neutral electrophiles. So we know that electrophiles are basically electron deficient. So they are electron deficient. So let us take AlCl3. So aluminum trichloride, I can write like this: aluminum, chlorine, and a chlorine now. So we know that we got 2 electrons here, one bond equal to 2 electrons. Here also 2, here also 2. So totally it has got 6 electrons. But to complete the octet, it needs 2 more electrons. So this part is empty. So when it gains 2 electrons here, then the octet will be completed to get the stability. So it is electron deficient, because basically what are the 6 electrons. Same case you can take BF3. So boron once again will be having the fluorine and the fluorine. So we got the 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here, and 2 electrons here. So that's the reason, instead of telling that electrophiles are positive, I'm using the word electron deficient because it can be either positive or it may be neutral. So these are examples of neutral electrophiles. These are examples of neutral electrophiles. And when you have that Cl plus, yes, of course it is positive. So Cl plus is positive. This we call it as chloronium ion. So which is once again an electrophile. So we know the concept of electrophiles now. Basically they are electron deficient. They will be having positive charge or they may be neutral. So next let us discuss about the types of electrophilic reactions. So electrophile in general it can be represented as E plus. So E plus will be an electrophile. In general E plus can be an electrophile. Maybe E plus or can be the circle letters. So these are like electrophiles. It can be represented as E plus or E plus. So types of electrophilic reactions. So it will undergo two types of reactions. One will be electrophilic addition reactions. So there are two types of electrophilic reactions. One will be electrophilic addition reaction and the second will be like electrophilic substitution reaction. So very, very important. So basically there are two types of electrophilic reactions. One will be electrophilic addition reaction and the second will be electrophilic substitution reaction. Now, before discussing these two reactions, so what kind of compounds will undergo? So what kind of compounds will undergo electrophilic reactions, E plus reactions? So in general what happens is the compounds containing, in general the compounds containing the double bonds So compounds containing double bonds. Whenever a double bond is there, you will be having the pi electrons. This is very important while understanding the mechanism. So compounds containing double bonds are the pi electrons. So 99% times we'll be taking examples like alkene. The compound is alkene which has got a double bond. Because alkene which is present, double bond is present. And benzene. So here also double bond is present. So basically the compounds which have the double bond, they will undergo the electrophilic reactions. So one of the compound will be, the most interesting will be alkene, second will be benzene. Okay, so out of these two things, what happens is alkene will undergo electrophilic addition reactions. It will undergo electrophilic addition reaction. And the benzene will undergo electrophilic substitution reaction. So let us take an alkene now. When I take an alkene now, carbon-carbon double bond. So carbon-carbon double bond. Maybe I write a nitrogen here and then hydrogen here. Here nitrogen and here on hydrogen. So we know that the first bond will be sigma bond. Then this bond must be a pi bond. So pi bond, the two electrons which make up the pi bond, both the two electrons, assume that it moves towards this carbon. So next stage what happens? I'll be having the same structure, CH, H. I'll put only one bond here. For example, now then the C, H and the H. So here I will have a negative sign and here I will put a positive sign. The reason being this carbon has lost the electron, this carbon has gained the electron. So both the pi electrons, they are loosely bound, they move towards this carbon. Now we know that an electrophile, suppose let us take HBr. HBr can be written as H plus and Br minus. So electrophiles will be positive or neutral. Here we got a positive. So what happens? This electrophile, the H plus, will naturally, this electrophile H plus will come and add here. And naturally the Br will come and add to this carbon. So what happens is I'll get the H, C, H, and maybe the Bria will be added here, and maybe here the carbon, the hydrogen, and the hydrogen. So here what happened is it has undergone addition reactions. So it is not electrophilic substitution reaction, it is an example of what? Electrophilic addition reactions. So next will be electrophilic substitution reaction. So we'll be taking the benzene ring. This benzene. So benzene also we can see now we got the double bond here, we got double bond here, double bond here, and double bond here. So here also what happens? Double bond is present. Double bond is present. So naturally double bond is present means pi electrons will be present. So pi electrons are also present. So whenever you got the pi electrons, the pi bond, the two electrons will move here, so making it negative and making this positive. That's what happens now, because if this is the sigma bond, this will be the pi bond. So pi bond has got two electrons between this carbon and this carbon. When both electrons move to this carbon, so this may be negative and this may be positive. So that we know that the electrophile can come and attack here. But what happens in case of benzene is, in case of benzene will not undergo. So benzene will not undergo addition reactions. The benzene will not undergo addition reaction. But under vigorous conditions, it will undergo addition reaction. But under vigorous conditions, it will undergo, like high pressure, high temperature, it will undergo addition reactions. This is point number 1. So generally, benzene will undergo electrophilic substitution reaction. So the substitution reaction of benzene we will discuss in the next video.